Okay, so you're in school and you want to know how to get a girl's attention. You want to know how to get a girl to like you. This is why you're watching the video. You want to get there's a girl in your class that you like, or maybe she's not in your class. Maybe she's in your school, and you want to get her attention for her to like you. Okay. When I was younger, I used to think to myself like, why is it like mean guys get all of these girls? Why do these degenerate guys are so mean to girls? Why do these guys get the girls? And I would treat her so nicely, never hurt her. I'd never even call her an insult. Like, even if she got, that kind of mindset. If you think like that, you're wrong. You shouldn't think like that, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna reveal something to you about what girls actually like, and you're gonna be surprised. And if girls watch this, they're gonna disagree with me, because girls don't even know what they like. Girls don't know what they like. They're like, I like a nice guy, and they go and date these mean guys. They're not actually mean, but like these mean guys in school. And you'll be like, oh well, I want a girlfriend, and they only go for the mean ones. It's like, no, they don't. Okay, so this is how girls work. Okay, so think of those color wheels. You know those like primary school like color wheels, with lots and lots of colors all over them. It's a big wheel, like a spectrum of colors, right? You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so that color wheel is representing girls' emotions. What you're trying to do as a nice guy is you're looking at the happy emotion, and you're kind of trying to press the happiness emotion over and over and over again. Imagine the color wheel, and all the different colors are all her emotions, and you're pressing them like buttons. What you're doing to her is you're pressing, like girls have like hundreds of emotions, right? Girls have hundreds of emotions. So it works. This analogy works really well. What you're doing is you're pressing the happiness emotion over and over and over and over again. You keep pressing the happiness button, and maybe you'll press like the excited button and the happiness button, the excited button. Happy, happy, happy. Make her feel happy because I'm here. Now, a lot of guys will be doing that to her. You're not the only guy who will be doing that to her. Lots and lots of guys on the internet, on her Instagram, in school, in your school, outside of school, will be trying to get her like this. And you're thinking, well, why do the mean guys get her? Because I'm pressing the happiness button. It's because the mean guys, they press the happiness button too. But they also press the angry button, and they press the sad button, and they press the annoyed button, and they press the funny button. So they make her laugh, they make her feel funny. They press the weird button, so she thinks, oh, he's a bit weird. But then they also press the angry button, so the girl gets angry at him because he's so mean. But then they press the happiness button too, and so the girl gets happy when he's around. But you just press the happiness button. You only press the happiness button. You just keep on pressing the happiness button, and again and again and again. And she's sick of it. She doesn't want to be happy all the time you're around. This guy makes her feel angry. And this guy also makes her feel stressed. Or this guy also makes her laugh. And he also makes her sad and makes her cry. And this guy also makes her fucking feel weird. Like maybe he'll poke her randomly. That's really weird. Like, imagine if a guy poked a girl randomly. Just like, imagine if I just looked at a girl like this and I just like fucking poked her face. That's what these guys do to her. They say, but you know what they also do to her? These mean guys, they also don't respond to her text messages. And so she'll get pissed off. And she'll be like, oh, he's so mean. He's such a dickhead. He called me a wank stain the other day, and then he stopped replying to my text messages. And then that's what she'll say to her friends. And you'll hear this and you'll be like, oh, I'm a guy best friend. You'll be like, oh, we're best friends. And then you'll be like, oh, you're such a dickhead. You should date me instead. I'll make you feel happy. She doesn't want that. You're just going to be like, oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. I'll never get mad at you. Like, you're a bitch. You're a sucker. You're a fucking bitch. But this guy makes her feel good, because this guy spikes all of her emotions. The way to a girl's heart is spiking all of these different emotions. It's not just spiking one. It's not pressing the happiness one over again. It's pressing the sad one, the angry one, the weird one. It's pressing the cringy one. It's pressing the funny one. It's pressing the stressing one. You want to stress her out. You want to make her anxious that you're talking to other girls behind her back. Girls will never admit this. Girls will literally never ever admit this. They'll never admit that that's what they're like. If you go up to a girl, I dare you, go to your girl best friend. There's no such thing as a girl's best friend, by the way. No such thing as a guy and a girl being best friends. And I can explain that to you, but I'll explain it in a different video because I won't do it now. But ancestrally, it doesn't work out. Okay, so the reason reason she doesn't like you is because you just keep pressing the same button in her head over and over again, and she hates that. Girls will never ever admit this, but they want to feel all the emotions. They genuinely want to feel like you're competent of going up to other girls behind her back, seducing them and kissing them when she's your girlfriend. She wants to feel that. She wants to feel like you're an untamable beast who can go out and kiss other girls behind her back and also go like fucking skydiving and then come back to her and love her and then like randomly disappear again, stop replying to a text like a mean guy, and then she'll be like, oh, you're so mean, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, she'll come back to you though. You're not actually mean. She's not really like, you shouldn't ever take what a girl says seriously. If she says you're mean, it means she likes you. If she says you're kind, it means she likes you. If she says she hates you, it means she really likes you. If she says she loves you, it means she really likes you. If she says nothing to you, it means she doesn't give a fuck about you. She doesn't hate you. She doesn't like you. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about you. If a girl, that's the worst sign you can get from a girl. If a girl doesn't respond to your texts ever, it means she doesn't like you. It means she's not interested in you. And so if you want to get a girl, if you want girls to like you, stop being don't be a prick about it. Don't be a fucking prick. Like, don't go up to her and say you're fat and ugly. Like, that's not gonna work. Girls will hate that. Girls will think you're a fucking bitch for that. Don't do that. Just do little things like if she calls you a dickhead or a poopy head or she says you're ugly, tell her that she's a wank stain and that she has stinky breath. Right? That's mean, but she'll like it because other guys won't fucking say that to her. And if she like fucking, I don't know, randomly pick her up. If you like this girl and maybe you've been talking to her a bit and you know she likes you a little bit. If she's in a bad mood, don't just sit there and leave her. Don't go up to her and have a conversation with her. Oh, why are you sad? Oh, why are you sad? Don't do that. Walk up to her, pick her up in the air and just spin her around for like a minute or like 30 seconds and put her back down. Look into her eyes and say, you're pretty, wank stain, and then walk away. Oh, don't say wank stain. No, if she's sad, don't call her wank stain. But yeah, you gotta add some diversity. You see, what the picking up and spinning around does, it makes her feel warmed. It makes her feel like cozy and comfortable with you. You calling her pretty makes her feel happy. And then the reason I said wank stain is because that's spiking another emotion. That's gonna make her feel like, well, don't call her that all the time. You can't, if she's been a prick, she calls you like a butthead, or she calls you a loser, or call her a wank stain, call her a prick, call her a prick face. If she feels sad, she's already got the sad emotion spiked, so you don't really need to spike that anymore. You want to spike a happy emotion, or maybe like a funny or like a weird emotion. Like go up to her, poke her in the face or something. I don't know, just do something weird, and then fucking like lift her up and spin her around, put her down. Call her a princess, say she looks pretty, and then walk away. Or maybe have a conversation, be like, does that make you feel better? And just say like, what's wrong? Don't like be like, oh, what's wrong? Blah, 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 blah. Just be like, what's wrong? And she'll say what's wrong. Be like, that's sad. That's not good. Be like, well, yeah, I hope it gets better. Anyway, do you want to do this with me? Or, I've got to go. You can tell me all about it later and I'll listen to you. And she'll like that. She'll like that you're willing to listen to her, because people in general, not just girls, like it when you listen to them, when you actually listen to them. People hate it when you ignore them. Imagine if you're having a conversation with somebody and they just completely ignore you and you're telling them all sorts of interesting things and they're just like, yeah. Anyway, I've actually got to go to class. And then later they'll be like, oh, yeah, you were talking about some dumb shit. I wasn't listening. Like, that's annoying, isn't it? Like, people want you to listen to them. Everybody wants to be listened to. So I was just giving you an example if she's in a bad mood. But if she's in a good mood, or if she's in a bit of a bitchy mood, make fun of her, right? Just make fun of her. Call her wrong, call her a prick. Yeah, that's my advice for you. If you don't know how to talk to girls, and if you want more attention from girls, that's my advice. Just follow this. Imagine her emotions are like a pinwheel of colors, and make sure to spike all of them. All of them. Don't, not at the same time. Don't spike all of them at the same time. Spike lots of them at the same time, but not all of them. Spike a lot of them at the same time, but not all of them, right? And if you want to talk to girls, you want them to like you more, then do this. And if you want to be a bitch and you don't want girls to like you, and you want to be a bit of a Gaylord geek, then sit there and just keep pressing the happiness button over and over again until she gets sick of it and wants to throw up. Too much of anything isn't good. Too much of chocolate isn't good. If you were happy all the time, you'd go fucking crazy. Imagine how she feels getting the same compliment over and over again. You must get sick of it. Like, you want diversity. And that's why that's why girls go for mean guys. They're not mean. They just know what they're doing more than you, and they're probably just more competent than you are. And you're probably a bit of a bitch and pretty much a bit of a loser. Just follow this advice. Trust me. You'll get further. Take care. Bye-bye.